Hi everyone, so I'm Professor Catherine Birch. I'm a Professor of Meteorology and Climate in the School of Environment here at the University of Leeds, and I've been working on a kind of quite a broad, wider project looking at trying to produce better surface water flood forecasting for the UK. So this is a project that with partners at the Met Office and also the National Flood Forecasting Centre, and the wider project is funded through the Yorkshire ICAS project, which is a research project here at the university. So I've been working with the national partners but also the local authorities in Yorkshire. So first of all, what is surface water flooding? It's defined as when rainfall creates a flood before it reaches a major watercourse, so before it gets into a river. And it's usually due to heavy, localised, convective summer rainfall, like the kind of thunderstorms that we've been having over the last few weeks. And it's really, really challenging to forecast these accurately because you need to have really accurate rainfall estimates, both in the duration, the amount of rainfall and the location, and also accurate information about the river catchment or the kind of land, so the sort of topography, the soil moisture and the drainage capabilities of the areas. And the first phase of the ICAS project took place in 2018 and 2019, where we conducted some interviews with a load of the local authorities. So the local authorities have responsibility for surface water flooding rivers of the Environment Agency. And we identified a kind of number of barriers, but one of them was that we really needed improved flood forecast provision, so the actual tools. And this is just an example of what I mean. So this is an example for the floods that took place in Sheffield on the 16th of August last year. The plot on the left there shows what the current flood forecast provision is like for surface water flooding, and so this is issued by the Flood Forecasting Centre, and there's good reasons for this, but because it's so challenging to forecast, but you can see that kind of forecast is probably not that useful. There is more information embedded in text form in the forecast, but broadly, at the you're not getting kind of detailed local information. So what we tried to do is, or what we have done, is use kind of the most state-of-the-art forecasting tools from the Met Office, and kind of link those to kind of catchment information about rainfall thresholds to produce this new forecasting system called FORWARNS, which is the flood forecast for surface water at a regional scale. So this is the example of the forecast for this particular case. So and these are the catchments where it actually flooded on that day. So you can see that it is an improvement, and we're trying to find the balance between providing a detailed forecast, but also within the kind of the forecasting challenges that there are. So we've gone ahead and we've tested and evaluated the system in a number of ways. So we've had now 2 co-development workshops, the recent one in November 2022, but also an earlier one in 2019, where we met with Yorkshire flood responders, so the local authorities, emergency services, flood wardens, and also forecasters from the Met Office, where we had some group discussions based on some case studies and conducted some interviews. We also have done a full quantitative evaluation based on data, this kind of thing, which we've published in academic literature. And currently at the moment, we're taking part in a test bed activity with the Met Office over June and July this year, where we get together every day with Met Office forecasters and staff and academics to look at the daily weather forecast, create a forecast with existing and the new tools, and kind of evaluate every day. So that's currently ongoing. But overall, the general sense is that this FORWARN system is providing useful additional information to existing provision, and it's also consistent with existing position, because we don't want to be issuing mixed messages that are different from the national messages that are coming out from the Met Office. So in summary, the Research England funding part has allowed us to kind of think about the policy side a bit more. So it's allowed us, first of all, to scale up our system to cover all of England and Wales, because initially we were just testing it over Northern England. And then we've been able to run the forecast system kind of in real time and evaluate it during this test bed with the Met Office. And so all of this is all about gathering an evidence base, so that hopefully this system can be disseminated more widely. So I guess, and this activity is quite timely. There's quite a lot of national activity and projects going on with improving surface water flood provision at the moment. So the National Flood Forecasting Centre has a £2 million project at the moment to improve flood tools, and also the Environment Agency is working on a project to scope future forecast provision. So I guess unlike some of the other projects, this project is aimed at influencing national policy, but then if we do that, that will have benefits for the whole of the UK, including the Yorkshire region. That's it, thank you.